Hello, 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 gang. How are you? Another week, another the 30. Welcome to the 30. I am your host, and we do this each and every Thursday. If you're watching us live, if you're watching us in replay, I want to personally thank you for tuning in each week and giving us the opportunity to come before you and highlight whether it's an entrepreneur, a small business owner, a leader, or key decision maker. They all meet right here on the 30. This evening, I have the distinct pleasure of speaking with a good friend of mine, a very talented person, and he's also the Chief Experience Officer, CEO of Skyfire Entertainment. I'm going to speak with him shortly, so you don't want to go anywhere. Also, we have some giveaways. I have a giveaway for you. I am going to put something in the comments real soon, but you are going to win. Someone is going to walk away with this, the Jackman Group Cup. So stick around. Let's get this party started. Again, welcome to the 30. I am your host, I'm Patrick, and we want to thank you once again for tuning in to the 30 on this week. As I said, I have a very talented, I'm going to say young. I don't know how old he is. He could be younger than me, maybe older than me, but I'm going to call him young. So a very talented person. He's going to talk to you about the things that he's doing, his business. He's also going to be a speaker and our featured entertainer on our conference coming up May 19th through the 21st. I have some exciting news for you. So I am just going to bring Ben in, and he's going to introduce himself, and then we're going to be off and running. Hey, Ben.
Hey, how are you, Patrick?
I am doing fantastic. Welcome to the 30. I am glad that you have joined us. How are things, Ben? Tell our viewers who you are and what you represent and all that wonderful stuff.
Well, I represent Skyfire Entertainment. Now, this doesn't seem that exciting yet. This is all the fire I can bring to StreamYard, unless I bring a little bit more. Now I'm ready to talk, Patrick. Skyfire.
So Skyfire.
Either that or it's how I singe my nose hairs to keep them back, to impress the ladies. You can't have too many of those creeping out right there.
Oh, you crack me up. And every time I talk with you, you give me a great laugh, and we need laughter right about now. Things are getting better, but laughter is good for the soul. So I just want to thank you for coming on. Ben, tell our audience who Ben is and the company that you represent and what you do.
All right. I sure will. Thank you. Well, first of all, before I tell you that, Patrick, I liked the music, and I was kind of dancing as the music was going. So you've got some good rhythm there in your show music. Well, I have gone for 14 plus years as Ben Corey, the meeting illusionist.
Okay,
and
great.
Performing for in-person conferences where I take the theme of the conference and tie it into my show and create metaphors with my magic of the key conference messages so that the message really sticks in people's head because something is impossible just happened. And when COVID hit, suddenly I was doing virtual shows. So I built a streaming theater, and I had already built a talent roster. And then I watched to see who was doing what with virtual entertainment. And I have several hundred conference entertainers on my talent roster. And so I created Skyfire to make it so that when somebody's putting on a virtual conference, they get a huge return on engagement. Because if it feels like a meeting, then the return of is like a meeting. So I help to craft things that happen. Like I was on a leadership conference earlier today, and at the opening, we had a video that created the feeling of the future that came from one of my talented music groups that's part of Skyfire. And then I came on as the closing, and it framed the conference around the message, helped everybody connect, and then they all went home happy.
There you go.
So,
That's
yeah.
Being happy and laughing, Ben, that's good for the soul. So let's talk about Skyfire. How long has Skyfire been around? Now, I also saw that you are considered as a serial entrepreneur, and this show focuses on entrepreneurship and small business. So talk about what is Skyfire and what does it mean to be a serial entrepreneur?
All right. So Skyfire, so I was working with my leadership coach, Patrick, and there was part of me that we named him Steve, like when something goes wrong and it didn't, and suddenly I'm not really fired up anymore, my critical self that comes out. And then the other side we called Skyfire, because when I'm on, boom, I'm hitting things left and right. And so Skyfire got its name from that, and it incorporates everything that I'd built before, in-person shows, virtual shows, and then the talent roster into one envelope. And I got too busy, Patrick. I couldn't do every show. So I formed a team,
Right.
and if somebody calls, I'm not available, oh yes, I use this person from our talent roster. And then boom, there it is.
That's awesome.
That's where Skyfire came from. And the serial entrepreneur part, Patrick, is that since I was 9 years old, I've been trying to find ways to build different businesses. As a kid, I had a very profitable lemonade stand at 9 years old. At 12 years old, I'd learned I could make a little beaded necklace for 45 cents. And then everybody was buying them from the mall for $20. And I said, well, I can get you one for 14.
Nice. Nice.
And so here I was as a kid, and I was like, wow, this business stuff is really cool. And I came from a family of entrepreneurs as well. So all through my life, I've been building a whole array of different businesses, all that kind of feeds into exactly what I do right now. Each time I get a new set of experience and I figure out what people really need, I find a new way to help people. And Skyfire became like a real passion project when I entertained for a board, an association board, for their first board meeting. And the client messaged me afterwards and was like, that guy, Chuck, said that was the first time he laughed in 9 months.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. That's how it landed with me. And I was like, all right, people really need this. Yes. I'm going to go all in, make it special, make it work, invest, and make it happen. And I didn't want it to be a substitute for in-person. I was like, virtual can bring so many things. You can get people in from all over the place. You can play videos and stuff and have entertainers from Los Angeles and Vegas and Maryland, where I'm from, without having to pay for flights of all those people. So you can get unique entertainment that nobody's ever seen anything like it. Like a sonic butterfly harp, for example, with strings that shoot 60 feet through the wall of the artist's house. She's playing this giant harp that ends in a projection mapped butterfly, and she's pulling the strings, and it's like, whoa, and you can feel the vibrations coming through your body from your speakers. So all these things that people couldn't experience in regular life, it's way too expensive, I could bring through virtual, and suddenly virtual has all kinds of advantages over in person.
So Ben, let's talk about what you do. So how would you describe, if someone was to ask, like I'm asking now, how would you describe what you do? And secondly, how does it impact the audience that you have?
There's two sides to what I do. The first side is I look very carefully at the big purpose of the event, the overall why. Why does this exist? Why does the business exist? Why does the organization exist? And I look at the strategy and what they're trying to achieve through the event, and I begin all the way at that beginning level. And then I hear the message that they're putting on it at 1 as I go through their agenda, and I'm like, people are going to be coming back from lunch at 12:55, and then you're starting at 1. what if right as it starts, we have this really cool sand artist who's going to be painting a picture with sand of the message of your conference, and sand art in particular, because they're talking about the small little actions that you can take instead of biting off more than you can chew at the same time. And then you're watching this person with sand create a masterpiece. So I take all these different messages and find a way to create it through art. So if somebody's talking about, there's a lot of times people are talking about like bending over backwards and putting your whole life into making things happen. And so I'll have an amazing contortionist on the screen just as you're coming back after that conversation. So it's creating constant surprises. And after being on a conference for hours, maybe the Mad Hatter pops up in his office going, "I can't take this anymore. I need a break." And you're like, "Who is this?" And then he's gone. Or it's Ben Franklin popping on for a little motivational speech. The fact that you can do this is extraordinary. When I was alive, the biggest thing that happened is I was setting up all these industries that I was a serial entrepreneur in. He was a serial entrepreneur, seriously. All that was upsetting me is that I knew I would never be able to see where all of this led, and so motivational presentations by Ben Franklin and all kinds of cool stuff. And so as they're going through the virtual conference, it's one surprise, one twist, and then it's not a meeting. It's not like a Zoom meeting that everybody has at work where there's Zoom fatigue. So I take that and I make it Zoom awesome. Unexpected things happening left and right.
So Ben, what type of clientele, what's your clientele that you perform or serve in your performances?
They're all different. I'm entertaining for a lot of leadership conferences right now, and some of them I'm doing keynote speeches for. And it starts, we're talking about entertainment, and the voice of one of the clients was gone. And I was like, "Oh, I can help you with that because I'm a singer as well." And so I'm sitting there working out the voice of the client while I'm on the call with the person. And then the client's like, every coach is losing their voice right now. We could have you do a keynote on that. And so all these things are kind of unfolding one after the other like that. But for the entertainment, if there's enrollment, people want to enroll someone in a program, I have a sales accelerator element that's part of my entertainment.
So you do it all then?
Yes. If it's a corporate event, they frequently want to take a break and give face time for the coworkers.
Sure.
Sometimes it's just they've only seen each other strictly at work. There's no water cooler conversation. They want something to kind of hang out that way. Hi, Theodore. And other times it's a holiday party. So a 1,000-person law firm hired me to virtualize their 4-room holiday party that they normally have at a massive hotel. So we took that and I created 4 rooms virtually with all kinds of entertainment that they'd never seen, including a DJ. Nobody had a virtual DJ at that point. And we got everybody dancing. And we learned that the way people dance at a party in person, they do virtually. So the people who are on the dance floor the whole night, they're doing that all night at a virtual event. And people message at the end that we saved their day, like they really needed it.
So Ben, let's talk about because there are a couple of rumors out there, and we have a limited time. We have about another 10 minutes or so. So let's talk about the rumors that I'm hearing. The first rumor, and you confirmed it, is that you are also a singer. Not only do you perform these great acts and disappearing and making things come to light, but you also sing. So
yes,
give us an example of those two things. A quick brief, because I want to tease the audience as to how good you are, because you'll be with us for Breakthrough. So I don't want you to give them too much.
All right. Well, thank you for teasing me. I'll tease the audience right now. We'll make sure everybody's fully teased. All right, here we go.
Well, not in that way.
Okay, sounds good. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. Little tease.
Okay, good. So I also know that you perform your, what do we call it? Illusion?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
It is an illusionist, which means frequently in my show in person, I'm levitating one member of the audience. But here on Zoom, did you see that? Here on
No.
Zoom, hold on. There's more.
So where is all that coming from, Ben? Wow.
Magic. And the illusion, Patrick, can be created a little better with these cameras these days. Watch. I'll just blur this a little. See how it's getting blurrier? Eventually it'll blur until it looks like it's not even there. You know, that's the cool thing about cameras, but I can bring it back.
Oh my gosh. Ben, you are unbelievable. So the rumor is true that you not only can perform all these illusions, but you can sing, you also dance.
I do.
And you DJ?
A bit, yes.
A bit? Okay, all right, okay. So here's another rumor. Rumor has it that you will be performing, that you are the featured performer or entertainer at Breakthrough Small Business and Leadership Conference. Is that true?
I deny everything, Patrick. I deny it all. Okay, yes, very excitedly so, because all the leaders who are attending, you are leading the way in one of the most challenging environments right now. And I think we want to arm them with the tools like we are at the conference, but also I want to honor you by giving you a little break, a little fun, so that you can kind of de-stress and just smile. Man, every leader has been under so much pressure, including me.
Yes. It's been a long haul. I think that's why I have so much of the gray hair and everything else, right?
You're lucky yours came in gray. Mine came in invisible.
It's been a rough year, Ben. It's been a rough year.
It is, my mother though, she didn't lose any hair this year, but she did pull out all my dad's.
Okay. So let's talk about Breakthrough, Ben. What will you be doing there? I think you have two things that so tell our audience, what are some of the things that you'll be doing for Breakthrough Small Business and Leadership Conference?
Well, I'm going to help warm things up before the conference when there's a networking room, get the rhythm going a little bit and get people chatting prior to the conference even starting. Then evening one, it's showtime, and we're going to make sure you are part of the show. The magic is going to be coming from this side of the screen and your side of the screen. I'll be reading your mind through the screen. In fact, we will throw objects back and forth through the screen involved in that mind reading. And then the next day, I'm going to talk about some of the amazing accomplishments I've had with the help of leadership coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I see some entertainers who have withered. I see others that are taking off. And the difference is we're not sitting in our own room, our own office, trying to figure it all out ourselves. So I'm going to share with people kind of the tapestry of coaching that I work with to keep myself fully on point so I can smile and entertain and send that vibe through. Patrick, you're lucky, man. You married a therapist in a crisis. You have a higher power and the right wife. So,
I am fully blessed. And any way you look at it, my God, and then my family.
That's it, man. Beautiful.
So,
and the 30 and the audience that it brings,
and
so
the
you get
audience,
to hang out with people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm excited, Ben, to have you. It's going to be a great conference. What I want to do now, Ben, is that I'm going to give away something. Again, I am going to give one of our guests this wonderful, not this one, because this one is mine, but a similar cup. It says a Jackman Group on it. All you have to do in the comments, hashtag breakthrough21, hashtag BRK THR21. All you have to do, just put that in the comments. And we're going to be drawing at the end of the show. So make sure that you hashtag breakthrough21. Just simply put that in the comments. And we have a cool tool that we'll use at the end of the show that will pick the winner. But if you don't put the hashtag in there, you're not going to win. So a hashtag breakthrough 21, BRK THR 21. And Ben, you cannot enter, so don't try.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, but I'm a magician and people get suspect right away when I see a cup that's my favorite color. And everything has a lid around here, because of all the technology that it takes to run a streaming theater. So I'm totally eyeballing that cup there, man. I got to figure out how to get one myself.
So use the hashtag, use this right here, hashtag BRK THR21. This is what you do, hashtag BRK THR21, because that's how the system is going to pick it up. So if you put breakthrough 21, it's not going to pick it up. You have to enter BRK THR21. So Ben, let's talk about some of the things that you have done in the past, some of the people that you've worked with. Let's talk about that.
All right. Well, one amazing part from the past is my first big virtual conference was in September, almost a year ago now, and there was a 2,000-person global conference, and that's when I began entertaining, and I set up bencorey.com to kind of try and figure out how to communicate what I was doing now as opposed to my previous website. And so global conferences began right then for me. And all the way long before that, I sort of was training for how to be on screen and on stage with my mentor, Irvin Kershner, who for 10 years until he passed away in 2011, I was working with him, and he was the director of Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. And he helped me with so much of what colors everything that I do today. And it was like having my own superhero where I'd call him and I'd say, Kirsch, what do I do about this? And he'd watch my show and he'd have notes for every second through the entire show and talk about lighting and how things are shaped. And so that's one of the most amazing people that I've worked with. And then everything from corporate happy hours and shows for Pfizer and MedImmune and all these biotech companies that are in my area, and just Deloitte. One of the last shows that I did was for Deloitte, and the last one to cancel was for 40 pharmaceutical executives who thought, we can't do a show. It was all CEOs. We can't do a show right now while the pandemic is hitting. If one of us gets sick, and we were in a room of fully 40 CEOs at the time that COVID hit, so all kinds of people that I've worked with that are interesting like that.
Is there one person that you would like to work with in the future that you have as a goal?
I'm really pretty inspired by the people who I'm working with right now as they come on a case-by-case basis, because people are going, hey, we've never done this before, but we want to do it anyway. And that's a leader, a pioneer. And so each client that I'm working with is exciting in a completely different way. And I'm thrilled to be working with this conference thrilled to work with the one I had earlier today, and they're coming one after the other at this point. And man, I'm just excited to see who comes through the door next and what exciting project we can do. It's all amazing. I'm loving every second of it.
That's awesome. Ben, well, it's been great chatting with you. You know, I'm a fan of yours. I look forward to having you at Breakthrough Small Business and Leadership Conference that is happening on May 19th. I almost said a different one. May 19th through the 21st. And that is Breakthrough Small Business and Leadership Conference. We have something special. You want to go there. You want to click on the link and make sure that you register. Here's the link. All right. Make sure that you sign up. Ben and I talked about it. During this time with vaccinations, people are finally getting out, doing things. And we know that it's 3 days. So you can either, what we started now based on feedback, is that we're going to allow you to pay a day rate if you can only make it for 1 day. We know things are opening up, things are busy. We would love to have you for all 3 days, but if you can make it for only 1 day, that is now an option. So make sure that you go to this link right here, click on that link, get the information. We are going to have some of the speakers coming up next week. I'm also going to do a couple of lives this weekend, Ben. So I'm just going to come on live and have some of the speakers, and we are excited about it. So Ben, I want to thank you for being part of this show and then part of the conference that's coming up May 19th through the 21st. So thank you again.
My pleasure, man. And I think that once people sign up for 1 day, I mean, when you go through the personal breakthrough day, I've seen who the speakers are, man. And I get to talk to you a bit more, but other people, they don't have that access. If you get to talk to Patrick, that is a great moment. You will feel more centered and balanced before you even start talking about leadership skills. He's just that kind of person. So if you get a chance, sign up for 1 day. And I think there's so much value that's just going to be poured that you're going to feel your life moving faster and your business is going to grow with the knowledge that you get. And I think people are going to realize, and maybe they'll sign up for the 2 or 3 other days after that, because your lineup is awesome, man.
I appreciate it. We do have some dynamic speakers. I'm looking forward to it. Make sure, don't wait to the last minute. Make sure that you get going right now. Reserve your ticket. Sign up right here. I want to thank you, Ben. Once again, have a fantastic night. We will chat with you soon. We'll chat during the course of the week, but of course, we'll see you at Breakthrough.
Thank you for watching at home.
All right. See you, Ben. So as I said, we are going to have some fun right now. I was telling folks to sign up, and I want to make sure that you got into the contest. We're going to give away right now, before we end the show, this cup, and we'll send it out to you. I want to thank Cindy Ray of C-Ray's Thought Pops. She and her company have been sponsors and continue to sponsor the 30. Do me a favor. Give Cindy Ray a call if you're interested in emoji sticks, if you want to get people laughing, if you want to get folks engaging while online or even in person. I use them personally. Give Cindy Ray a call or check her out at craysthoughtpops.com. Or you can call her at 972-862-0194 and let her know that we send you and we recommend that you contact her. Anytime that you want to have some fun, make sure that you pick up those emoji sticks. So I'm going to raffle off something now. That cup, let me pull it up here. And this is a really cool tool from StreamYard. So Breakthrough 21, let's see who we have. And I'm going to draw. And let's see. It works. Hey, Cindy. Cindy, you are the big winner. It was, oh, wow. So, congratulations, Cindy. We will send that to you for sure. And we will have another opportunity next week for your chance to win. We have some cups that we're going to give away and some shirts. So, until then, I want to thank you for watching. Make sure that you register and sign up for this conference. Again, the conference is taking place May 19th through the 21st. You don't want to miss it. And here again is the link. Go to the link. I'm also going to put it in the comments field so that you can go there and register. Don't miss it. All right. Don't miss it. You will be sorry if you do. So until then, thank you. We will see you next week, or look out for, we're coming live probably tomorrow and Saturday. So look out for us when you see us live online. Make sure that you get there, share it, because we will be speaking with some of the speakers over the weekend. May God bless you. Be safe. We'll see you next week.